So you're planning a trip to Rome with the kids. And let's be honest, there's a limit to how many ancient ruins they can handle before the meltdowns begin. But what if I told you there's this magical garden, kind of hidden in plain sight, that's been making Roman children happy for generations? Well, that place is Luneur Park. And in the next 5 minutes, we're going to dive into how this Roman legend was completely reborn.
Here's what we'll cover. First, we'll look at the park's amazing journey, from the 1960 Olympics all the way to today. Then, we'll step inside its Garden of Wonders to see what's really there. We'll also check out how it transforms with the seasons, and of course get into all the practical tips you need to plan a perfect day. And finally, we'll talk about the unique magic that really sets this place apart. All right, so what exactly is Luneur Park? Well, it's not just any old amusement park. We're talking about Italy's oldest, and its story just so deeply woven into the memories of Rome itself. I mean, the park's history is incredible. It actually started as a temporary fair way back in 1953, but it became a permanent thing for the 1960 Rome Olympics, which really cemented its place in the city's heart. After it closed down in 2008, a lot of people thought it was gone for good. It was a huge deal. But then, in 2016, it came back, completely reborn with a brand new mission. And when I say a new mission, I mean a total reinvention. The old Luneur, that was the spot for teenagers, a classic fun fair with some seriously thrilling roller coasters. The new Luneur Park, it traded all that adrenaline for a sense of wonder. It became this garden of wonders, designed specifically for young kids, where magic and imagination are the main event. So what does this Garden of Wonders actually look and feel like when you walk in today? Okay, this is probably the single most important thing you need to know. Luneur Park is now built exclusively for children 12 and under. This is not the place for thrill-seeking teens anymore. It's a safe, magical space created from the ground up for young families. So how do they cater to such a young crowd? Well, it's all managed with this really simple and safe height-based system. Even toddlers, once they're over 80 centimeters, can get on some gentle rides with an adult. And as they get taller, more and more adventures unlock, from that iconic Ferris Wheel to the beloved Brucomela caterpillar coaster. The park is just packed with over 25 attractions. You've got these beautifully restored classics like the King Arthur Carousel, gentle flying elephants on the jumbo ride, fun playgrounds, and of course, that famous Ferris wheel that's become a symbol of the whole neighborhood. It's really all about shared family experiences. But the experience here goes way beyond just the rides. Honestly, one of the coolest things about Luneur Park is how it completely reinvents itself with the seasons. It gives you a new reason to visit pretty much all year long. In the summer, the whole place turns into the Luna Village. It's this awesome evening festival with live music and great street food, perfect for those warm Roman nights. Then, come autumn, it transforms again into this super kid-friendly Halloween wonderland, complete with trick-or-treating, a hay maze, and some really fun, not-too-spooky shows. Okay, let's say you're convinced. You're ready to go. Let's get into the practical, nitty-gritty details to make your visit as smooth and fun as possible. The first question pretty much everyone has is about the payment system. It's not your typical pay-per-ride with cash. They use a much more modern virtual system instead. They're called Lunalier. Just think of them as the park's own digital currency. You load these tokens onto a card, and then you just tap to ride. It's a super convenient system, especially when you're juggling kids, and each ride only costs a few Lunalier. When it comes to tickets, you have a few really good options. You can just pay for entry and then buy Lunaliers as you go. But if you know your kids are going to want to ride everything in sight, the unlimited rides or the family pack options offer fantastic value for a full day of nonstop fun. Booking online is definitely the way to go, and it'll usually save you a bit of money. It's super straightforward. Just pick your date, choose your ticket type, add any extras you want like a food menu, and pay. Just remember, the tickets are for a fixed date, so you'll want to plan ahead. Getting there is easy. It's really well served by Rome's Metro Line B and a bunch of different bus routes. If you're driving, just aim for the giant Ferris wheel. You literally can't miss it. Oh, and a quick pro tip. Remember that outside food and drinks aren't allowed, so just plan accordingly. So, what's the big takeaway here? Luneur Park has managed to do something pretty remarkable. It's completely reinvented itself for a new generation while somehow holding onto its soul. The park's own slogan just says it all. Dentro la città, fuori dal mondo. Inside the city, outside the world. It perfectly captures that feeling of finding this enchanting escape, this green oasis of just pure childhood wonder right in the middle of bustling Rome.
Ultimately, the story of Luneur Park poses this fascinating question, and it found its answer by transforming from a park of teenage thrills and nostalgia into a garden dedicated to creating the very first magical memories for today's youngest kids. And if you ask me, that's a new kind of magic altogether.